Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I wanted to do another Triple H video, my honoring handhelds. And this time around, I wanted to talk about the 1979 Bambino UFO Master Blaster Station. That's a pretty big title. I'll just call it the UFO Master, to be honest. It's from Bambino out of Japan and dated 1979. It's essentially a Space Invaders type idea. You've got some UFOs that are going to come down from the top, and you move your little missile with this joystick here, and you shoot them. There's little numbers on the side here to indicate if you hit the UFO here, you'll get 3 points. All the way up here, you'll get 6 points for it, and that's pretty neat. I really like the shape of this thing. Like, it feels good in the hands, and it plays really nicely. I mentioned when I did my previous Triple H episode that I was never really a big fan of these LCD games, and I still kind of stick to that. This isn't terribly deep. I only got this game recently. There's a reason why. But I just didn't really ever find these LCD games terribly deep or terribly interesting, and so this passed me by for decades. But then I discovered that, as some people have mentioned, this was actually used in the movie Blade Runner. And when I heard that, I thought, oh, I'm definitely going to get one of these. That's a fascinating little connection. I love Blade Runner. I'll put a link below to my Deckard is not a replicant, I'm a moron video, just to show you how deep I get into the Blade Runner discussion. However, before we get to the Blade Runner stuff, I'll just show you the actual game here. It takes 4 AA batteries in the back, and you use your little joystick here to move your missile side to side. It's got 3 levels of difficulty, and essentially you just fire your weapon. It's actually, it is a lot of fun. Again, I got it for the Blade Runner connection, but I just thought, yeah, let's pick this thing up. I got it at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and that was 2 years ago now. When I picked it up, it was among a whole bunch of other handhelds that a fellow was selling. And as soon as I saw this in his pile, I'm like, oh, that's the Bambino UFO Master. I am buying that. I need that one. That was in Blade Runner. And he looked at me, he's like, what do you mean it was in Blade Runner? I said, oh yeah, this thing was in Blade Runner. So he sold it to me, and I kind of chuckled, like he seemed surprised that to discover that this was in the movie. And I said, well, it's too late now. I've bought it, so it's mine. Hand it over. And he laughed. He said, oh, no, don't worry. These are all duplicates. I've got another one of these back home, so I'm going to fire this thing up and see if I can spot where it is in the film. Now, it doesn't physically appear on screen, but the sounds do. Let me fire up a game here, and I'll just show you what the game is like. So there's your missile at the bottom, and here come the UFOs. And again, what I'd really like to do is get them the farther back that I can. The game ends at 99 points. Now, if I need to hit these UFOs farthest away. On my higher difficulty levels, they really come flying in pretty fast and furious, so it can be quite challenging. I feel a little bit bad that I actually missed out on some of these LCD games back in the day. Again, as I mentioned in the previous Triple H episode, they didn't really appeal to me all that much. I did enjoy Digital Derby, and I have quite a few other in this series that I'm going to be showing you. I think this is about the only one that's LCD driven now that I think about it. Ooh, that one's split. Oh! Oh dear. Well, I think rather than continue this game, you get the idea of what it's like. Let's switch to exactly where this appears in the movie Blade Runner now.
The egg hatched.
The egg hatched,
Yeah.
and 100 baby spiders came out. And they ate her.
Now what I've done here is I've emphasized the music track that's playing right now and reversed it so you don't hear the voices. But this that you're listening to right now, that is Memories of Green, and the little bleeps you can just about make out in the distance or very, very quietly in this bit of music. That's the Bambino UFO Master that you're hearing. That very slight sort of deep, well, you've heard me play it already. That is the device that Vangelis used for playing for this particular sequence. So I just think it's amazing. This is the Bambino UFO Master, in Blade Runner. It's fantastic. So yeah, always really like that, and I guess until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.